I don't necessarily sit in my room and be like, I wish like a baddie would kill me.
This one just says, you are gay with Jake Weber.
Okay. That's super true. We've kissed twice. That's kind of gay, I guess. I do unfortunately dress like this. I'll work out and I'll just be in my skinny jeans and my boots still.
You're working out in skinny jeans and boots?
Yeah.
We need to have a talk. I'm Anthony Padilla, a recovering emo, and I'm sitting down today with Johnnie Guilbert, the current god king of emo, to address your assumptions about what it means to be emo. Hello, Johnnie. Thank you for joining us today.
Anytime, anytime.
The first thing people think of when they talk to you is it always emo.
Yeah.
Emo.
Yeah. It's been my brand at this point.
It's like your entire identity.
I mean, I'm fine with it, you know? It's a thing.
I interviewed you here 5 years ago about being emo.
I was thinking it was like 4 years ago. Time flies.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're still emo?
I still am. If anything, it's probably gotten worse.
Worse?
I think so. I mean, I'm getting more tattoos.
The amount of tattoos is the amount of emo?
I think like to the average human being, it adds to the aesthetic of what people assume emo is, yeah.
Can you define emo? I feel like...
No.
Is there a definition? Because I feel like I can't even say I was emo, because I almost feel like you can't claim you're emo yourself.
I feel like it's just so meshed at this point. Like everyone has their own definition of all these things nowadays. And I've never really tried to define myself as emo. I just naturally fell into the alternative scene, and it's just kind of what people have labeled me as. And then I used it for YouTube titles because why not?
Because it gets clicks.
Yeah. I mean, it used to. I don't know how much now. We'll see.
Yeah. Because when I interviewed you, I feel like the emo scene was starting to kind of dry up in a sense.
Yeah, it was.
But I feel like it's come back.
It has. I think if anything, it's possibly at like an all-time high.
And that brings us to our first assumption, and that's that emo is making a comeback.
Yeah.
Think so?
I think so. I mean, I just heard that Warped Tour is coming back, so
oh shit,
that's a big deal. I mean, Warped Tour was like a tour that was generally around the alternative scene.
Damn.
You look at music that's doing well. I mean, there's quite a lot of bands that are thriving. I would say it's doing pretty well.
I saw the music was starting to come back, but I feel like the style as well.
Yeah, definitely. Even with like younger people as well. So I mean, I think it's meshed into like the older generation as well, like still having elements of that aesthetic and also just listening or liking whatever they like. But also younger people are even kind of bringing back the scene look, you know, the raw XD look, or even the whole straight up emo look, etc.
The raw XD look. I feel like people don't even know how, like, at one point that was not ironic.
No.
That was just what people were saying.
People are still doing it though. There's some people that are not ironically doing it.
People are saying raw XD non-ironically.
I say it sometimes.
Not ironically? The next assumption is that you're not really part of the scene. You're just a poser.
Okay. I don't care.
I think the fact that you don't care, like...
If I cared, like that would
If you cared, that would be a poser.
I just don't.
If you really cared, that would...
27 now. I don't care.
Yeah.
And even back in the day, I really did. The only thing I've ever really utilized the emo word for was for YouTube titles.
So who gives a shit if you're part of, like...
I don't know. Bored people. That's fine. I'll just be looking like this still and not using the word emo in my videos if that's what you'd like.
No. Come. Use the word.
Yeah, no, I will, because like, I mean, hey, gotta get that monetization. I guess maybe it feels like to some people that it affects how they feel towards themselves.
Yeah.
Like being in a certain scene. But for me personally, if I didn't like something or someone, I just kind of mute them or take them out of my life and not
just don't give them attention. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. I would assume that if they care that much, they probably have some interest in what I'm doing.
I think a part of it is the visuals. You know, it's like you'll get the tattoos, do the hair,
piercings,
get the piercings, put on the makeup, put on the jewelry.
Yeah.
I think it's because some people might be like, oh, that's just an outfit that or like a look that you think you should look like so you fit into the scene, but you're just like,
I mean, I'm naturally blonde. I didn't grow up looking like this. I'll be quite honest with you. So I did have to develop my image that I felt comfortable with, and it kept on developing. I mean, you can look at photos of me when I was, 12 and just starting to dye my hair brown and grow it out and stuff. It's like, yeah, I'm a human. Like, you develop, you find what you feel comfortable dressing as. It changes and constantly grow, and same with music taste and everything. That's just human. So
have people been like, why aren't you grown out of this yet?
Yeah,
like
for
do
sure.
people think this is like something only young kids can do?
Absolutely, yeah. I get that a lot, and I've always gotten that. But I think a lot of people would also be like, if I did grow out of it, they'd be like, why? So it's double-ended sword. I just kind of do what I feel comfortable doing and what I feel is me.
This assumption's gonna stir something up.
I'm waiting.
This one just says, you are gay with Jake Weber.
Okay. That's super true. Sometimes me and
Did you
Jake
say
Weber
that's
are
super
gay.
true?
Yeah, sometimes we're gay. We've kissed twice. That's kind of gay, I guess.
Well, it depends how you define the word gay.
Yeah,
I
it's
suppose.
true. Yeah, I honestly don't care. Like, I feel like a lot of my answers are like whatever about it, but no, I mean, if you want a real answer, no, we're not actually gay for each other.
Yeah.
Surprise.
People want it though. I think they want it.
Well,
I think that's why they think
I'm still shipping Anthony and Ian, so.
Oh, yeah, you want it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing fanfics.
Were you writing the E. Anthony fan fiction?
Mm-hmm.
How many of those have you written?
Probably like 30.
The one with the milk in the elevator, or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was you?
For sure.
Oh.
Of course.
Do you have the same fan fictions with you and Jake out there?
I don't write those ones. No, not about myself. That'd be so weird.
Do people write them though?
I'm sure.
You haven't seen any of them?
No,
That's
I
kind of
haven't.
good.
Would have probably been a good video.
Don't look.
Really, it's not worth the video? It might encourage more.
It's worth the content, but it will encourage more.
Yeah.
It depends how much of it you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
But no, the reality is no. Neither me or Jake are gay lovers.
That brings me to our next assumption.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not even an assumption. It's just an opinion.
Okay.
The word emo is cringe.
I think it's probably, if anything, it's been cringe the whole time.
It's been cringe since 2005.
Yeah, it is cringe, sure, I guess. But like cringe is such a, like it's just, I just couldn't imagine caring that much. I don't know if I care enough for this stuff. Like it's just like, if you think it's cringe, so be it. But it's how people like to see things. Like it helps them understand what something is.
Yeah.
So they have to kind of categorize it and label it. And
Well, when someone says something is cringe, they want to reject it. And it's funny, it's kind of like what you were saying earlier. They're still giving it attention by rejecting it.
for sure.
But it's because they want to avoid being that way themselves.
Yeah.
So they say, that's cringe. But it's really what they're saying is, I don't want to be like that. I can't be like that. There's no way I could be.
There's also a really interesting line with cringe because I do videos sometimes where I'll watch people that are being cringy on like TikTok or something. A part of me enjoys that.
I feel like leaning into the cringe aspect of it is actually a sign of confidence. It's like,
for sure.
Like, I don't give a shit if you think this is cringe. I'm just being myself. You could think it's cringe or not. I don't care.
I mean, that's really brave. Like, it's like putting yourself on the line of just judgment and really being like, I have myself and allowing yourself to do that. So
Well, let's see how much this one affects you.
let's get it. Juicy.
Without this aesthetic, you'd just be another dude.
Yeah. Probably. It definitely helps. I agree.
I mean, you kind of are just another dude even now, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, to a certain degree.
I would have a different aesthetic. Who knows? Maybe it would work better for me, but this is the one I fell into. So
You'd be like pastel pink goth.
maybe, yeah.
Pastel goth.
I might be. That might be the next,
There's
year
still
for
room
me,
to
so
evolve.
I don't see it happening, but it could, I mean, the way I look at it too, like there's like people that are still dressing the way that they've been dressing for years. Like if you look at The Cure, like Robert Smith, like he's had the same look pretty much his whole life since he's been, well known. And so I don't know. I try not to like, when it comes to like rushing yourself out of a image that you enjoy, I try to just look at people like that and be like, he's made a whole career and like looks the same way. Like, so.
Yeah. I feel like at the beginning of me creating stuff online, I was really just in my own element. I was like, I'm going to look this way. I'm going to be this way. I'm going to straighten my hair, wear the studded belt and skinny jeans and all the like generic emo style stuff. I was like, this just feels right. So I would do it. But I feel like at some point there was this period of time of, I don't know, like 5 to 10 years where I felt like I should be more broadly appealing. I really gave a lot of weight to the comments and the things that people were saying. So I almost wanted to change myself to just be a little bit more
I feel like
generic.
I feel like now you're at like a very good balance of like growth with like also keeping that style to a degree. Like you still,
I feel like in the past couple of years I've been like, okay, I'm just going to be myself and I really don't give a shit.
I see your Instagram stories. You're playing a lot of emo music.
I'm literally like, if this is who I am and you don't like it, awesome. That's great. I want less people in my life. I only want really important people in my life.
Yeah.
And it's like being authentic is almost that great filter. It's like
it is.
The people that don't like you are going to leave, and the like really beautiful gems that see
make you want to
for
stay.
who you are, then you can have a deeper, closer connection with them.
Yeah, I agree for sure. And that's something I've been learning as well. Is like kind of putting my foot down and being like, you don't have to be here.
The next assumption is that you're stuck being emo because it's your job now. It's part of your brand.
That's a pretty good one. I like that.
Do you feel stuck? Do you feel trapped?
I guess if I am, I'm like naturally just comfortable with it. So that's a really good question. I don't know. Maybe deep down inside, there is possibly a feeling of that. Like, oh, this works and this is something that is comfortable and it is my brand. So yeah, probably a little bit.
Yeah.
I would say so. I mean, I definitely see myself eventually like changing my hairstyle and stuff and trying out different things. And I mean, I even have like dabbled a little bit in different hairstyles every now and then. But yeah, I mean, being stuck though, like that's a pretty normal feeling. I feel like if I didn't have this aesthetic, I'd still feel stuck in a, different way. Maybe just with my career or with what I've done or that's just natural to a degree.
Ooh, here's a good assumption. Johnny doesn't dress like this off camera. I only dress like this on camera.
I pretty much sleep in these clothes sometimes. Like I'm the type of guy, like recently my girlfriend's been helping me like get my makeup off and be like skincare routine. But before that I was like—
You just sleep in your makeup?
Yeah, dude. Sleep in my makeup, sleep with my reens on. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes.
Oh, God.
I'm not usually that. Only on like when I've done like tours and stuff. That's when I really didn't give a fuck, and I would just be like in my belt still in skinny jeans.
Yeah.
But now
it's super uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, I realized that the older I get, I'm like, oh wait, I should just not wear these while I sleep. So, but no, I do unfortunately dress like this. I'll work out and I'll just be in my skinny jeans and my boots still.
You're working out in skinny jeans and boots?
Yeah.
We need to have a talk.
No, dude, it's sick. Dude, okay, because if you think about it, I have to like change. Like I have to change my clothes and then change back into them. F that. So I'd rather just be in my skinny jeans and just do it and be like, okay, well, I still worked out.
Does that impede your movement?
I don't think so.
You're like, yeah, it's normal to only have the flexibility to—
I mean, I'm just
like,
mostly—
You're like, yeah, I'm doing the splits, right?
No, I'm mostly just doing like pull-ups and stuff and like things like that. So it's like the skinny jeans don't affect.
That's true. You don't want to work out your lower body because then you won't fit in the skinny jeans anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I got to keep those like Jack Skellington vibes a little bit.
Oh, that's a good assumption.
That I'm Jack Skellington?
that you can't change your body type.
Honestly, that's a great assumption, yeah.
That's my assumption.
I did have that feeling for a while, yeah. And now I'm like, no, I want to get some muscle. So I've been working on trying to get at least a little more fit. I'm not like jacked or anything.
You have to get new clothes.
That's fine. Maybe it's time.
I remember there was a while where I was working with a personal trainer. I was like, but I don't want to work out my legs too much because I like these jeans a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of my jeans.
I don't want to get rid of the jeans.
I mean, I have had that thought where I'm like, there are certain items if I got more muscle or et cetera that I would be like, oh, bummed about. But I don't know. I just got to take care of myself. I just want to.
You only hang out with your roommate for content.
No. I live with him, so we're always around each other. Before I lived with my roommate, we were, just naturally hanging out and stuff. And then eventually we started dabbling and doing videos together and music and everything like that. But we spend a lot of time together just off camera as well. And we text and talk all the time. And so they're just my friends. And it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, do we have moments where we're like, we're going to make a video together? Yeah, that's how it goes. But
yeah, people would say the same thing about Ian and I. And of course, we've talked a lot about how there were periods of time where we had more distance between us. But
I've definitely had that, like where I've had like, a week or two where I'm more busy and we don't see each other and then we like film a video, or he's been more busy and stuff. But
a week or two, did you ever have like 6 or 7 years?
6 or 7 years. Yeah, and then I started my own channel and then no, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't have that. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Doesn't sound fun.
Well, even then though, it's I feel like when you have a real friendship, it's not about the content. The content is like an extra little thing.
I think the older I get, the more I realize I don't want that to ever interfere with relationships or friendships at all. Like, and if it starts to, quite honestly, I want to pull back on that, and I want to I'd rather get less views just filming by myself and doing that and taking care of the people in my life. When it comes to an actual relationship as friends.
You're annoyed with your fan base because they're too parasocial.
Yeah. I tell them this all the time. I'm highly annoyed by them. Yeah. It's fucking annoying.
What is the...
What, is that too dry?
No, I mean, it's real. It's real and people need to hear it. Like, what is the most common way that they overstep?
Well, I mean, I just recently announced like being in a new relationship and stuff. So that can be really frustrating due to the fact of people just thinking that they're going to have a chance with me is one way, and also just throwing negativity at the girl I'm with. I think that's just kind of disgusting, and I just don't like that.
Was it a big decision before announcing a relationship? Because that's kind of you're not inviting it, but
You know it's
in
gonna
a
happen.
sense, you know it's going to happen.
Yeah. The thing is like I told her as well, I don't want to make this like a content thing, as I'm saying on camera.
As you're making content.
But it's like, it's kind of hard because it's a part of my life. Like, we're in a relationship, so therefore the fact of like wanting to post about each other and hype each other up and be supportive is just naturally something I want to do with somebody that I'm with. I'm excited to be with them. Yeah, some people will be like, why are you posting online if you don't want judgment? But that's just unfortunately how it's going to be for my life, because people already watch what I do and watch what she does and stuff. And yeah, I just don't like when people are just really judgmental and rude towards, especially my friends and people that I'm dating. So
people forget that the people that they're commenting on are real people. They're like,
100%.
you're a brand, you're a persona, a character.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I didn't understand it. Like, it took me a long time to fully understand that people are people, like, that are, you know, in my eyes up here, and then I'm just me.
Were you parasocial?
I was like, no, I was a fan. I wasn't parasocial, I wouldn't say. I never had that entitlement of
You were like commenting on guys' girlfriends' pages.
No, and being like, oh my God, you should be with me instead. No, I was never like that. But I definitely was like a fan that was like, you know, excited about what a person that I'm into online was doing. I was interested. But yeah, no, I mean, with parasocialness, I mean, a large majority of my viewers are probably not that way, but there is a handful of them. And I do try to, especially nowadays, put my foot down and tell them, like, I don't approve of that. And if you are, you know, crossing a line, whether it's judging my friends or judging my relationship in a negative manner, I'm just going to block you, or I'm going to, you know, request that you do not do that, because it's fucking weird.
Shopping at Hot Topic is cringe. Why do people care so much?
That's the
cringe. Why do people?
There we go. No, I mean, that's a good assumption, though. I mean, okay. I mean, I probably have moments when I was younger where I was like, Hot Topic's not cool to me anymore. But now I feel like the older I've gotten, actually, the more I'm like, oh, it's cool. Like, if there's something I like there, like, I'll go there. And they've always been a cool brand to me. They've always, you know, sent me cool stuff. And so I like, you know, working with them when they hit me up. And I don't know. I don't really, I don't think it's necessarily cringe. With any store, you're going to go and you're going to see items that you enjoy and items that you don't enjoy. So
Johnny only likes Hot Topic because he's in the pocket of big Hot Topic.
Yes. I mean, I would like them more if I am, yeah. For sure.
If you dress emo, you're depressed.
Kind of goes hand in hand. I think just being depressed is just a pretty common thing in society. I don't feel like it's, oh, you dress a certain way, you're depressed. I mean, some of the most depressed people do not dress emo. Like,
they try to look normal.
Not that it's like necessarily a spectrum, but, you know, yeah, people, depression is just so broad. Everyone has their moments. Some people have it more often than others. And, you know, I think alternative fashion or music doesn't necessarily go hand in hand with it. I mean, unless if you're trying to be like stereotypical.
Yeah, I do feel like there is a level of being in tune with your emotions, though. A lot of it comes with the music itself.
Yeah.
And then the look reflects that.
Yeah.
But being in tune with your emotions doesn't necessarily mean that you're depressed, you know, because you'll go in and out, I'm sure.
It's hard to judge it really like too crazy because it's just, it's just broad.
I was going to say, if you dress emo, you have been depressed at some point. I feel like everyone's been depressed at some point.
Yeah, I also agree. Yeah, you probably have, but like everyone has. And if you haven't, you're going to find a moment where you probably are, because that's just how life goes. I mean, you go to like a therapy office, you know, not everyone there is going to be emo.
That would be sick. I would go to that therapy office.
Therapy, and it's just like blasting Hawthorne Heights or something.
Therapy for emos.
That would be poppin'.
You romanticize death.
Could be cool.
Could be cool?
Yeah, maybe. It could be romantic. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet kind of vibes. That's kind of cute. I don't necessarily sit in my room and be like, I wish like a baddie would kill me. But I mean, there's some romanticness to death. I think in music, it definitely happens a lot. I mean, I wrote a song that was called like Angel of Death, and it's, you know, about like being attracted to someone and having like that feeling for someone, but also knowing that, you know, you're going to probably get hurt by them. So there is that. I mean, I don't necessarily think though that I'm, I guess it just happens more so for me with lyrics and writing than I guess just naturally.
In that sense, it's almost poetry.
It is,
and your
expression.
You're you're expressing the full scope of human emotion.
Yeah, it's more so about emotion than it is about like the actual. If you were just to read like the lyrics and stuff and take it word for word, that's a lot more intense than like the emotional value. Of
Also, it's an outlet and it's not a representation of your entire being.
But I mean, I do like, romantic dead things. I mean, like Corpse Bride and stuff, like, so I don't know if that's like, I feel like a lot of people like that movie though, so.
I do feel like Western culture kind of raises you to be afraid of death though. So I feel like even just kind of being okay with the idea of death is seen as like strange by most people.
Yeah, I'm like a coin. I flip up and down for that one.
Yeah.
Death is kind of spooky sometimes, and sometimes it's like, oh, that sounds kind of nice.
Yeah.
So it's like, that sounds like, not like in the negative manner, but just in the sense of like, oh, it's like calm. It's not actually a scary thing. So, it just depends on the day.
You'd rather be a full-time musician, but you're stuck doing YouTube.
Well, being a YouTuber does help fund my music because I'm an independent artist. I've chosen to do that because labels scare me. But no, I don't necessarily think so. I don't have to do anything. I do whatever the hell I want. So I like doing YouTube to a degree. I mean, obviously there's days and years or whatever where I'm not as into it. But one thing that's always connected me to artists that I really enjoy is like their interviews and stuff like this, quite honestly, where you get to really see the person's personality. And even like with my silly videos, sometimes like I enjoy that. And I know like viewers probably enjoy that because it connects them to me as a human. And therefore my music will probably hit them harder as well.
YouTube allows you to do the music. Do you enjoy doing both equally?
No, I definitely enjoy music more because music is like, for me, more, it's something that I would naturally do even without an audience. I would be doing that because I just get something out of it. It's my therapy. It really is. So just picking up my guitar and like trying to write something or just doing a cover, like I just naturally want to do that because it just calms me down and puts me at peace.
If you were able to, would you just do music?
No, I don't think so. I always want to keep like ideally, I've talked about it, like if I were to go on tours and stuff and try to take that route, it would definitely take away from my YouTube channel and like the consistency. But I would still want to, have somebody come with me and maybe film, the experience. And maybe it wouldn't do as well, but I would want to be doing it for the people that care about that. And I would want to bring them along to the human side of me still. My favorite part about music is mostly the creative side of it and making the song happen and then like it being able to reach anyone in the world. I think that's really cool.
Here's a good assumption. Bro is bald wearing a silly wig. Do you get that a lot? Do people think that's a wig?
But I am scared of balding. It scares the hell out of me. It
really?
Does. Yeah, but if I do, hair transplant. Oh, for sure. Get some of my skin cut and put on my...
Are you looking at your grandparents and you're like, how much hair do you have up there?
Yeah, but it's like, it's so unpredictable. It really is. But my grandpa's still rocking some hair, so he's got like 3 strands or so. So he's doing well. I
was just at my grandpa's funeral, open casket. He's 92. I was like, how many hairs you got there?
You're like, am I going to be balding? Everyone's like, what the f*** are you doing? You're like, trust me, it's important.
Trust me, it's important.
Got to make sure I can still have the emo. No, I'm not wearing a wig, though, but I have gotten that comment for a long time. And honestly, a thing that happened to me a lot is like when I was younger, I started dyeing my hair like brown and stuff. And I would film videos and my hair would like, my roots would start showing of my blonde hair coming up. So I was like, oh my God, am I going bald? So now I'm just in a constant cycle of having to re-dye my hair black. So
how often do you have to dye it?
Probably at least once a month, usually. And my hair is going to fall out.
Yeah.
It's done. I mean, I put hairspray in it. It's not safe.
What would you look like in your casket if you had an open casket?
Oh, I would love just a traditional suit. I like the black suit look. Yeah.
You're not gonna be like
no. This? I want like a nice suit.
Yeah.
And I want someone to apply my eyeliner for me though.
Okay.
Yeah. And also put some mascara on there because I got the blonde lashes. And then please re-put my piercings in if they take them out. All that stuff.
They will. Yeah, because they'll scoop out your brain through your nose.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
So they'll have to put the piercing.
I feel like we're past that by this point.
What, brain scooping?
Yeah, I feel like we could just like. We've done it before. We can like move on. We can like.
Oh, they have to do that, or else your body's gonna start smelling in the casket.
Like, who's gonna be looking at my casket though? Like, I mean, like, is it just for like the like funeral part?
Yeah.
Wow, that you start rotting quick. I was about to say, just bury me,
Well, they usually have the funeral like a week or 2 after death. You gotta get the family in.
Oh no, I want mine the day of.
Yeah.
I'm like, everyone, let's do this.
Skinny jeans reduce your sperm count.
I haven't had a problem.
People used to say that to me. I was like, it'd be awesome if I was infertile, actually.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Well, quite honestly, I think people think my skinny jeans are they look very tight, for sure.
They're stretchy, though. They're elastic.
Yeah,
right?
it's not that bad, I promise. It's really not. I know, like, all the football players or whatever are going to be like, yeah, it is. But no, it's really not. Try them. You might look good in them.
Also, I feel like you got a problem if your skinny jeans are clasping your balls that tight.
Yeah, if you can see...
If you have a ball pouch?
Yeah, if you have the outline of it showing... then they might be too tight. But
if it's perfectly and there's creases and it's like shrink wrapped, yeah.
Yeah, luckily my skinny jeans are not like that, nor would I feel comfortable going in public like that. So.
Right. See, I might wear looser pants these days, but I do wear underwear that's where I suction all the air out and it shrink wraps my balls.
Okay, I was believing you for 10 seconds
because I want the discomfort of skinny jeans without the look.
That's really emo of you. That's like, I'm concerned. You should go to that emo therapist.
You're this way because you watched too many Tim Burton movies growing up.
I do have a few Tim Burton tattoos.
Is that Edward Scissorhands?
Sweeney Todd.
Oh, that's Sweeney Todd.
Well, this one's Edward, yeah.
Oh, you do have that too?
Yeah, probably. That definitely influenced me, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah?
It didn't help like that. I think a lot of things influenced me into this. That wasn't just music. Like, when I grew up, I would, always be obsessed with, Goosebumps and stuff like that. And Tim Burton,
reads Goosebumps once.
Yeah. I have a Goosebumps tattoo. I got, where is it? It's on the side? One Night of Horrorland or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, film and all that stuff and TV shows, they definitely influenced, the person that I am.
You were brainwashed by the media.
Yeah. Danny Phantom, cool emo hair.
Yeah.
All those type of cartoons, so.
And here's the last assumption. Okay. I Miss You by Blink-182 is constantly playing in your head rent-free.
I love that song.
I miss you.
It's a great song, great video as well.
Don't waste your time on me, you're already.
Wait, the voice inside my
head.
There you are.
My
head.
No,
it's not constantly playing in my mind.
It's still a banger though. I actually listened to it the other day.
What's constantly playing in my mind is Sabrina Carpenter and Chapel Roan right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know, not very emo.
You're not emo.
And Spice Girls.
Oh yeah? Which one?
Tell me what you want. Which one you want? In the Spice World movie. See, I'm tapped in. Okay.
That's not emo. There's too much pink and pastel.
I feel like that's fucking emo.
Spice Girls?
I feel like me saying that is the most emo thing I could say.
That's
because
true.
I don't care.
That's so true.
I do not care.
Yeah.
No, I don't. There's no thoughts in here. Or if there are, it's overwhelming amount of thoughts that just become mesh, and my brain just hurts.
So we have a tier list.
Okay.
Here, and I would like you to help me categorize these emo items.
Yes.
From S tier to F tier. Mm-hmm. First, we got studded belt.
I enjoy a studded belt still. I don't know if I would wear one nowadays.
God, I think I haven't worn one in 15 years.
Yeah, I haven't worn one.
They're pretty nice though.
They're cool. They're fun. The little how they feel.
I never had the pink and black one though. I only had the chrome, the metal ones.
Okay, I went with just the straight up black ones, just straight up black. But
I wore mine so long that so many of them were falling out. In terms of studded belt's connection with emo culture, I think you had to have one. So where would you put this on the tier list?
I think A is a good spot.
A sounds good. Straighten bangs over eyes.
What are you talking about?
Also, this kid here was the MySpace kid.
Is that Alex Evans? Is that his name or something?
I think it might be.
The Johnnie Guilbert before Johnnie Guilbert.
This was the original king of emo.
Wow.
MySpace emo scene, I guess. But I think this is, without a doubt, S tier.
It has to be.
I think it's absolutely necessary.
If you're thinking of what people stereotypically think is emo, that is it. And I will never not be called emo because of it.
It just feels right.
I think S tier is the right answer. Yeah.
S tier. Zebra striped highlights. This is also seen more than emo.
This is so seen. I would not classify this as emo.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I did date a girl with zebra stripes in her hair for 3 weeks. It was awesome.
Yeah, I've been there, kind of. Not zebra stripes, but colored hair, yeah.
Clothes, yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is hard, honestly.
I'd say this is
I'd say C.
Yeah, I was gonna say C or D, but I'm fine with.
Ooh, you were gonna go with
D because I think this is.
Let's do D. Let's be vicious.
Let's be vicious because I feel like if you saw this now, you might not even think emo. You might just think what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you're right. That's just so Rarks D. That's gotta be D. Let's do D.
Oh, thick eyeliner.
That's Sonny Moore.
Yeah, it's Sonny Moore.
Thick eyeliner. Yeah, that's so important. I honestly think not all the time, but I think everyone should dabble in eyeliner.
I never have.
What?
Can you believe that?
I feel like I put it on you in that one video for a second.
Oh, you
really
did.
badly, really badly.
Yeah. but it was never part of my.
You never legitimately tried it.
I always felt it changed my face in a weird way.
Dude, it would look sick. You gotta try it out.
Like with the shadow?
No, just like a little that's what I'm wearing right now, just eyeliner. And
You don't
just
have any
smudge it.
shadow on?
Mm-mm. I just smudge it with my fingers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, sometimes I wear eyeshadow, but it's like more prominent. I think thick eyeliner is pretty important.
I think Jack Sparrow ruined it for me.
But see, like Jack Sparrow's kind of emo.
He was kind of an emo icon.
He drinks a lot, he parties. I guess that's not emo.
And he was Edward Scissorhands. So.
He was Edward Scissorhands. Jack Sparrow was Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right, fair. All right, where would you rank it?
I think I'll put it at A.
A?
Is that
A's fine.
A's fine. With you. I'm not gonna put it at S because I'm taking what you said.
It wouldn't be S. I was gonna say A or B. Let's right there in the middle.
A is fine. Okay.
A. Osiris shoes.
Are these oldest?
Did you ever wear Osiris shoes?
What is Osiris shoes?
They're like the biggest, thickest skater shoes of all time.
Oh yes, I think I know. They're like DC shoes pretty much, but they're like chunkier.
They're even chunkier somehow.
Yeah, I totally know those. Ooh.
I don't know. Those were seen at the time and they never came back. I think that's pretty low because I don't think that it wasn't super huge. I mean, it was for a minute and then it died off, and I don't think it's coming back.
I quite honestly would put it at F.
I think F.
Yeah, I feel like if anything, it would be in the scene realm, but I still don't think it's like. That's not emo. That's not emo. I would never see an emo wearing that.
No. Snake bites.
Oh, snake bites are so emo.
Snake bites are so emo.
Is this snake bites or are these spider bites? I don't know.
That's spider, because
snake
is on
bites
each
are like,
side.
okay, Jake Weber.
Yeah, I wanted that so bad as a kid.
They're sick.
I wanted it, but I know I can't have stuff in my lips because my teeth, I grind them. It's like, I think I would just be messing with it too much and biting it.
You chip your teeth.
Do you have chipped teeth?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, that's crazy. Whenever I see someone with lip piercing, I'm like, they're gonna chip their teeth. They're gonna put their teeth up on.
Yeah. No, I don't, luckily. But snake bites, yeah, I think I'd say those are pretty emo.
They're pretty emo.
Yeah, I feel like spider bites might be more emo. Maybe that's just because I have them though.
I feel like spider bites is a little bit more of a newer thing. I think snake bites is kind of the.
Snake bites look a little more scary. It's a little more edgy to me.
I'd say this is A or B.
I'll go with A.
Yeah?
I think it's A.
I think it's A. Cartoon Monster band tees.
This was a product of its time. I still like to see this merch though. It's cool.
I feel like this is very 2009.
To like 2014 maybe.
Yeah. I Set My Friends on Fire era.
Yeah, they crushed that.
Yeah, or like 303 kind of time as well. That's not really popular now, right?
Not as popular.
Much. Especially because they were always bright too.
That's what always threw me off. I liked the graphics, but the brightness really threw me off.
I liked the brightness because it felt anti-emo.
Yeah, but that's why it became more seen.
Yeah, the bright stuff. But it really was a product of its time. I don't think it's coming back.
No, not full. Not the way that it was. I would say.
I'd say D or F.
Whoa, I'll go with D.
Let's go with D.
I think it's more sane.
Skinny jeans.
Ooh.
Automatic S tier for me.
Yeah, I think S tier for sure.
I think everyone who has been into this aesthetic has had skinny jeans at least at one point.
I think even people that aren't in this aesthetic will dabble in the skinny jeans realm occasionally, you know?
I was so excited when skinny jeans became more mainstream, so I wasn't called an F slur while walking down the street. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, that's fair. and believe it or not, I've been there. No, skinny jeans are S tier for sure. I think they're awesome.
Fingerless gloves.
I feel like this is not something that really happens anymore, but that was pretty emo.
It was very, very emo and very big.
I mean, Frank Iero from My Chem, he would wear that a lot when he was playing the guitar.
And they were always striped and ripped.
Yeah, or he would wear I think it was Nightmare Before Christmas ones as well.
I think because, I think part of our ranking is how much is this held up as the classical image of what you think of.
Yeah.
When you think of emo. I think fingerless gloves are emo.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're
prominent anymore.
Part of the brand necessarily.
I could honestly go with C on this.
I agree. C is what I say. Just right in the middle.
It just doesn't feel like it's held up enough as well. And I feel like that matters a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really thinking about this.
Anything with Jack Skellington on it.
I could go with a C on that too.
C.
It's so mainstream at this point. It's just but I mean, yeah, he's go to Hot Topic. I mean, Jack Skellington's gonna be there 20 times.
C.
So yeah, C.
Gauged ears.
That's a mixed bag.
That is mixed.
That's a little bit sane as well.
Yeah, but there are also people outside of the scene emo.
Yeah.
The emo scene.
I got a little bit of gauged ears going.
Oh yeah, you do. No, that's gauged. Yeah. That's somewhere in the middle.
I think C is also fair.
I think C.
Yeah, that's fine.
Manic Panic.
Okay, so this is hair dye.
Yeah.
And it's bright.
Every girl that I wanted to date
used
had a similar look that was into.
We all had that phase.
Yeah.
I get it. I gotta go with F tier.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't put emo, like the typical emo look with colored hair, really.
Not so much.
Maybe a red streak.
I think it is more about black dye than this.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just not black
I'd say
dye.
F.
Yeah, I think F is fair. Someone's got to go there.
A slouchy beanie.
That's seen.
yeah, I know it is. I was super into slouchy beanie though.
No, I vibed with it for sure. It was a move.
I wore it in an interview like a year ago, and people were so pissed off at me.
Really? They weren't vibing with it?
No,
They don't get it.
no, they don't get it. I'd say that would be C as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Right in
C
the
is for
middle.
cookie.
I think the reason it caught on with the emo culture is because it held your hair in place.
So then you'd have perfect bangs.
You'd have perfect hair always.
It'd go like spiking out.
On a
super
windy day, put on your slouchy beanie.
Yeah. No,
Everything's in place.
I agree. It's a life hack for sure.
Black nail polish.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's standard. That's S tier.
That's S tier.
S tier. I mean, I got the black and red one, so I get
Oh,
a little
shit.
fancy.
Yeah. I think this is definitely S tier. Boxers showing because your shirt's too short.
I'm kind of torn on that.
That's so real.
That is kind of, yeah, it's like, ooh, look, I'm wearing boxers.
I feel like people in this scene now aren't wearing shirts as tight though. Not quite as tight.
Mine's a little loosier.
Like they'll be loose or long. But back in the day, for sure.
Boxers had to be showing a little
Not
bit.
on purpose either.
Like you'd raise your arms and then you'd
Yeah.
go boxer. Yeah. No, I've analyzed it.
You'd raise your arms, there'd be like creases in your shirt here, and just be your boxers would just be
Yeah,
out.
you just feel like, yep.
It just happened.
I don't know. I'm torn on this one. I feel like, I don't know, I could go with D, honestly, on it.
Yeah, I think D.
I
But
was-
I do think, if you were to ask me this in 2005, I'd be like, yeah, that's up there.
Yeah, that'd be like a or B.
Yeah.
Fair. So D we'll go with.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Johnny, for carrying the emo torch for me so I don't ever have to hold that thing anymore. It's heavy.
It's very heavy. It's
Yeah.
very tiring. I only have it for a couple more years.
You think you're done after that?
Yeah.
What's the next thing? Do you not know?
I'm gonna be a cowboy.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a
Legit.
cowboy.
Are you gonna have the hair, or are you gonna?
No, I'm shaving my head and going to
Shaved head and-
stash.
okay.
I want no one to recognize me anymore. Getting the tattoos removed. Yeah.
Nah, you'll have full blackout,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll full blackout tattoos. That's what it is.
but you'll be a cowboy.
Yeah.
With a shaved head and beard.
Yes.
I see it.
Thank you.
You want to therapize me real quick?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Hugely depressed.
Shit, that sucks.
That's good. Wow, that's good.
Why?
Whoa, you just validated me.
Yeah, no, I
Thank
mean, that
you.
sucks.
You didn't even question me.
No.
You didn't gaslight me.
No, I mean, I
Thank
can
you.
if you'd like. Does that help?
No, I'm good.
You're not depressed.
That's a good therapist.
Yeah, anytime.
See, now I'm gonna leave the office. I'm not gonna be depressed
That'll be
anymore.
$700.
Sure.
Sick.
My insurance will cover it, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Never.
Oh,
Just gonna make you more depressed by having to
awesome.
pay that.
I'll go make some YouTube videos and put the word emo in the title. I'll make it back quick.